Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here, and if you are here, subscribe. And I'm thinking once we hit a certain number of subscribers, I'm gonna start doing lives because I think that'd be really fun. But yeah, let's get started with today's video. For today's video, I want to talk about cultivating a goddess mindset, because if you do not have this goddess energy about you, this goddess mindset, you're not going to thrive. And you can call it whatever you want. You don't have to call it goddess. But for me, goddess feels empowering. It's something that I have never been, that I want to be, and I know that I can be because I already am just by existing. I hope that makes sense. And so are you. You are a goddess just by existing, just by being here. Like, you are the chosen one, given that you are the one that is alive and breathing on this earth right now. Just to get that in your head real quick. The first step in cultivating this goddess energy is reminding yourself of who you are. Remembering your intrinsic worth as a woman. I feel like I just did like a math problem or something, but remembering your worth as a woman, and you are worthy just by existing. And I feel like I always say that, but it's so true. Like, God put you here on earth, the universe put you here on earth, whatever higher power that you believe in put you here on earth for a reason. Out of all the little sperms, all the little eggs, you were the one that was chosen to be here. And especially if you're a woman, which my channel is mainly for women, you can create life. You have the possibility of creating life and bringing life into this world. Do you know how powerful that is? And if you don't see yourself as a goddess or as amazing as or powerful, then clearly you don't know. But that is such an amazing thing, and I'm here to remind you of that, because a man can't do that. A man can't create a baby in his womb, okay? And they're the ones running around with all that audacity, so we need to take some of that, if not more, for ourselves, okay? Remind yourself of who you are and know that being a woman is a privilege. It is absolutely amazing and such a blessing. And if you don't see it, please take the time to recognize that within yourself. Please take the time to show yourself that love, to give yourself respect, because you are worthy of it. Like I said, just by existing, just by being alive. The second point in having this goddess energy is taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul. If you're taking care of those three things, there's no reason why you shouldn't have this different energy about you. The more that you are taking care of your mind by reading, learning new things, doing things that you love, taking care of your soul also by doing things that you love, listening to music or eating your favorite foods, and taking care of your body by working out, eating whole foods, eating foods that are fueling your body versus making you feel like crap. The more that you are doing those things, the better that you're going to feel, the better of an energy you're going to carry around with you. And that is what a goddess does. She loves herself entirely. She loves taking care of her mind, she loves taking care of her body, and she loves taking care of her soul, because she knows how important that is. And it is time that you start knowing how important that is for you too. And I just want to let you guys know, like, all this stuff that I'm saying, I am working on it too, because I'm not perfect. I didn't grow up with having this goddess energy about me. I didn't grow up thinking that I was the prettiest or the best. None of that. I grew up being the super shy kid that rarely spoke unless spoken to, that thought she was ugly, and all of these things. So this is all stuff that I am learning to grow and accept within myself as well. Okay, so you are not alone. You are not alone, and there's so many of us that feel the same exact way, and there's so many women that are so powerful and beautiful and amazing, and they came from very similar situations. So don't forget that. And if they can do it, if I can do it, so can you. That's one thing I'm gonna say. If anybody else can do it, guess what? So can you. Another thing that someone with goddess energy does is that they stop listening to outside voices. They stop listening to what society wants from them. They stop listening to what men want from them. They stop listening to their parents, to their siblings, whoever is not adding value to their life, or whatever voices are not adding value, they are not listening to that. Instead, they're listening to themselves. They're asking themselves, what is it that would make me happy? What is it that would make me feel absolutely amazing in this moment? In what ways do I feel loved? Do I feel taken care of? What is it that I want to do with my life for the rest of my life? And they don't judge themselves for that. They take their answers and they accept it, and they lead with good intentions. They listen to their gut. They listen to themselves. They stop letting outside influence affect who they are as a person. Because how are you going to be a goddess and be amazing and powerful in your own way and successful in your own way if you are listening to everybody but yourself? Everyone always says the answers are within you, the answers are within you, the answers are within you, but we don't take the time to listen to the answers that are within us because we're so busy listening to everyone else. And let me tell you, other people's opinions don't matter. They're doing whatever they want with their lives, and if they're choosing to listen to other people, that's on them. That doesn't mean that you have to be the exact same way. And like I said, let people do what they want to do with their lives. They did what they wanted with theirs. Now you get to do what you want with yours. There's no reason why you should be listening to other people unless you are seriously looking for guidance and trying to learn something from someone that has already been there, that has already done that. Then in that case, yes. But if they are not adding value to your life and they're just taking from it or holding you back, keeping you in the same place, why would you put yourself through that? That just makes me think that you do not love yourself. And you probably don't if you're not listening to yourself and just listening to other people. And that's okay. You can change that. It starts here right now. It starts with baby steps. I know it's hard. I know it's not such an easy thing, but you can do it. And for some of you, it might be easier than others, but just know that it is possible. It is possible. Because I used to be such a big people pleaser. And don't get me wrong, sometimes I still try to I always do the right thing. I try to do the right thing. But it was so bad, and I was like, nope, I'm just gonna stop. And it's taken some time. It's been probably about almost a year now since I started doing that. So there's still little moments here and there where that happens, but you learn, you get used to it, and you start becoming a better version because of that. You start having more standards and boundaries because you love and respect yourself, and you realize that you are not meant to comfort other people. You are not responsible for other people's feelings or emotions. The only person that you are responsible for is yourself. You're not responsible for pleasing others and making others happy. If they're not happy, that is on them. Another thing that a goddess does is that she stops trying to control everything and everyone and making sure everything is always going her way. No, absolutely not. You are going to go insane if you keep trying to control everyone and if you keep trying to control everything around you. Everyone should know this by now. You cannot do that. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes you have to go with the flow, go with the emotions. Literally, life is a cycle of ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs, and it is. That's the rhythm of life, and we have to accept that, and you have to realize that the less that you try to control things and hold on to things, the more that things are going to go your way. The easier life is going to be for you. And let me tell you, if you're trying to control everyone and everything, that's giving loser energy. That's not very cute, okay? And it's not benefiting you. It's just driving you crazy and making you all kinds of messed up, okay? And you know it's true. It is. And I'm speaking from experience. You cannot control other people. You can't. Like I said, the only person that you can control in this life is yourself. The only thing you can control is your actions, your feelings, your emotions. And even then, that stuff can kind of be hard to control at times unless you practice. Do yourself a favor. If you love yourself or want to start showing more love for yourself, stop doing that. Start focusing on you. At the end of the day, you are the one that you go to sleep with, the one that you wake up with, the one that you're gonna die with. Like, you have you, and it's you. You till the end of time. Till the end of your time. That's all that you have. You're the only person that you can control, and I need you to get that through your head. How many times have you tried telling other people what to do, and they're gonna go and do whatever it is that they wanna do? And then it drives you insane. And guess what? They don't care, because they're doing what makes them happy. So therefore, you need to start doing what makes you happy. And if the only way for someone to be in your life is by them doing what it is that you want them to do, why would you want that person in your life anyways? You should be with people that want to treat you right and respect you from the get-go, not just because you're threatening to not be with them. That doesn't make sense. Like, have some love for yourself. Have some respect for yourself, woman. It doesn't make sense, and that only just makes your life harder. And we're trying to have a soft life here. We're not trying to struggle, okay? At least I know I'm not. I don't know if you still want to struggle. If you want to struggle, go ahead and struggle, but I don't want to. So I'm not gonna bother with people like that I feel like I have to control. And I'm not gonna try to control life, because you can't. There's nothing that you can do about it. There isn't. The faster that you realize that, the easier your life is going to get. The more that you feel that you can breathe and relax and do what it is that you know how to do. And that should be resting and relaxing and being in your beautiful feminine energy and being the best version of you that you can be, being the most authentic version of you that you can be, because that's all you can do in this life. That's all you can do. Another point I want to make is that goddesses detach themselves from things and from other people. So once again, it's like a letting go of that control, because the tighter your squeeze is on something, the more focused in you are on something, the more that it's going to like slip away from your fingers. I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but it's like your hands are covered in butter and you're trying to grab something and squeeze it, it's just gonna slip out. But if you like hold it kind of in the palm of your hand, even though you have butter, and you're just kind of like watching it, just holding it, it's not gonna slip out. But if you then try to grab it and squeeze it, it's gonna fly out of your hand, right? That doesn't really make sense, but like it makes sense. You have to detach yourself from others and stop decentering these things and making them a priority. Stop centering men in your life. Decenter men is what I'm trying to say. The moment that you decenter those things, like the however much money a month that you want to make, whatever house you want, the car, the boyfriend, the man, once you do that and you start focusing on you, those things are gonna want to be in your life, because you're going to radiate a different energy about you, this goddess energy. You're gonna magnetize those things towards you, because you are also, by focusing on yourself and not on these things, you're becoming a better version of you. And then those things are instantly magnetized to you. You're pulling them in without even realizing, because you're so focused being the best version of you for you, and not for all of these other things. Put yourself on that pedestal. Stop putting the men on the pedestal up here and like you being down here. You need to take everything off of that pedestal and put yourself up there and center yourself, and let these other things just like float around. And like I said, be the best version of you, and you're gonna draw those things into you. That's the best way that I can explain it at this moment. And the last point that I want to make is stop thinking so much, because all the time that you're thinking, you're probably thinking about something dumb, something that is not very in tune with who it is that you want to be. It's probably some worthless thought that you're giving way too much meaning to, and replace that thinking with, like, instead of saying, oh my gosh, I can't do that, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed, say, I am so good at everything that I try. Everything that I do always works out in my favor. Like, I'm such a lucky girl. I am magnetic. I'm powerful. I am beautiful. If you're going to be thinking that much constantly, they say there's like 60,000 thoughts in your head each day. At least make those be good thoughts. You're going to feel better when you start replacing those mindless thoughts and negative thoughts with more positive ones. It might take practice, it might take time to get used to it, but once you do, you're going to feel so much better about yourself. Your life is going to start changing without you even realizing it. Things are going to come at you so fast that you're going to be like, what? Like, hold up, because that's just how it works. Like I said, magnetic energies, magnetic auras will attract those things to you without you having to be chasing after them in this desperate, ugly energy. You want to be like the black cat that sits back. And of course, she's putting in the work to get those things. I'm not saying you can't manifest just by crossing your fingers and hoping things happen, right? But you're becoming a better version of yourself, the version of you that is worthy of those things, and therefore you are attracting them to you. You are taking the steps that are necessary to do those things, but with a different energy, and with the energy that, hey, I am worthy of this. Hey, I'm deserving of this. And that energy is what is going to get you the life that you deserve, the life of your dreams. And I know, because I've tried manifesting things coming from a desperate energy, from an energy of lack, and nothing happens. Nothing happened because I was just having this nasty, desperate energy. The universe was like, ew, like, we're just gonna wait till she actually thinks she's worthy of it, and then we're gonna send things her way. And then things are gonna start happening. Once you feel worthy of these things, once you start becoming worthy of them, feeling worthy, you don't become worthy, you already are worthy just by existing. But once you start believing it in here, that's when things are gonna start clicking. I promise you. That is the only way. That is what everybody else is going to tell you. That's what all these other videos tell you. All these YouTubers, influencers, celebrities. Everybody tells you that. Why are you not listening to it? Clearly, there's a point in that. Clearly, they are right. And the last thing that I want to mention is how I personally feel like I got myself to change my mindset, and how I feel that things are working better now for me because of these things. So I started listening to sleep tracks. Sleep tracks will rewire your subconscious programming while you were asleep, and your subconscious mind is all of the thoughts that got imprinted in your brain as a child while you were growing up, all the things that people have said to you that you have taken in for yourself as your belief system. And while you are sleeping, it is the fastest way to rewire your subconscious mind, because your subconscious is picking up all of those affirmations that the tapes are saying. And it's just so easy. Like, the video does all the work for you while you're sleeping. You just get to go to sleep, dream, and throughout the time you start feeling so much better just because of these tapes. So for me, that's a win, because I'm a lazy girl. I like doing things in a soft way, and that is the softest way ever. And some that I recommend are from Dylan James and a YouTuber called Jalen. You can just look up like Rich Goddess or Goddess sleep tracks, and I'm sure she'll pop up on there. And another thing that I like to do is affirmations, because for me personally, I feel like I have to remind myself during the day, like, I am beautiful, I am successful, I know I'm going to succeed, so I'm not going to stop. And I literally have a sticky note that says that on my mirror. Like, you have to remind yourself, because even though you're playing these sleep tracks at night, you're also helping it affirm itself more by saying your affirmations throughout the day when you are conscious. And even though it's going to feel awkward at first, you are going to get used to it. And like I said, like, you are worthy. You're worthy of so much more than you believe that you are. You are incredibly powerful just by existing, and you have so much power within you to become this beautiful goddess that you already are, and just step into her energy, because she is in there just waiting for you to tap into her. She's there, she's just waiting. She's like, when is she gonna come and get me? When is she gonna let me out? And you need to start letting her out now. In order for you to step into your goddess energy, I want you to think about something. What would the goddess version of you say to herself? What beliefs would she have about herself? Would she be limiting herself to the beliefs that she had growing up? Like, I believe that nothing I ever did was enough. I was never going to be enough. I was not pretty enough, not skinny enough, all these things. Is that what the goddess version of me would think of myself? No. The goddess version of me would think, I am worthy, I am enough, I am beautiful, everything that I do is always working out in my favor. I am always the best at everything that I do. I am loved, I love myself, I'm loved by others, I am respected, I respect myself. Get into the mindset of your goddess. Step into her mindset and think about what thoughts is it that she would have, and start embodying those thoughts yourself. Start getting clear on those beliefs that the goddess version of you would have, and that is going to unlock the goddess within you much faster than anything else. And that, combined with the sleep tracks, is going to change your life. I promise you. Just be consistent and do not give up, because would the goddess version of you give up? No, she wouldn't. It's like, you are worthy, you are beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, and you are worthy of all of your dreams and whatever success means to you just by existing. I love you and thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!